Welcome, my acolytes. I'm Graveseeker, and this is a reaction to The Gaming Whales Have Spoken from November Hotel. Now, this was actually in my freaking recommendations, so I actually didn't watch it right now. Let's see what this is, what he has to say, and what he will say, and just wait for my reaction and my thinking about it. What is it even?
Whale? What compels them to spend thousands of dollars on pixels and colors? What makes them such a destructive force in the gaming industry? To really know that answer, we'd probably have to speak to their therapist. So instead, we're going to settle with their replies in my YouTube comments section. A few months back, I made a video titled The Era of Wallet Gamers, in which we took a bit of a deep dive into some of the degenerate whaling behavior and watched a few people embarrass themselves.
Was it worth it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, just to be clear, in my opinion, whales are just people who just like to win automatically just because of their money. It's definitively a sort of, not gambling, it's just fun paying for something and you get something stronger than anyone else has.
Yeah, no, totally. I mean, look, it's like...
And that video sort of blew up, so of course it got the attention of several whales who took offense to my comments that I made.
Of course. Because why not? But, bro, by the way, if you just... November Hotel, bro. If you did that, you struck a nerve and you hit it really fine in the middle, exactly as it should be. So you're onto something.
Made in the video. That's what the YouTube comment section is for their chance to respond. So let's take a look at the responses.
Yikes! We call all you guys pocket watchers. Just because you don't have the funds to enjoy a game in whatever way you choose, don't mean others don't. Half you guys waste money on drugs, going out to eat, and shoot clubbing every weekend.
Shoot clubbing? What the fuck does that even mean?
Add it all up and see how much you spent. Ain't no difference. This is some people's club/drug, and that is fine. One life to live, whatever makes you happy, you spend your money. If you die tomorrow, you cannot take it with you.
So, this absolute genius actually compares this to drugs. So basically the entire thing, what he's saying is, with all his comparison, and if you die tomorrow you can take it with you, well, you're a druggie, mate. You literally called yourself a druggie. And I agree, spend your money on whatever you want, but in the same way as I don't like that people take drugs, I don't like whales. Because it makes my life shittier because of it. If somebody, some of course grown-up person thinks, I want to do that, do it. But if you make my life a bit worse because of it, I don't like it. And whales are exactly like druggies. They do the shit, they buy overpriced shit, and everyone around them suffer because of it.
You cannot take it with you.
Okay, first of all, pocket watchers. Alright guys, you heard it here first.
Okay,
we're being labeled as pocket watchers. Go ahead and wear that badge of honor with pride. Second, this gentleman equates whaling with drug.
Okay, good. Acolytes, whoever hears this, we are pocket watchers from now on. This is beautiful.
So here's where we actually do agree, so that's nice.
And by the way, I am talking from the side of, I also was aware for a short amount of time and I regret it. I wish I could just change this, but it was what it was and I did what I did and I learned from it and it's not worth it.
Lastly, he acknowledges that we can't take our microtransactions with us when we die. It's almost like he's arguing against microtransactions here with that point, but whatever. So this is a pretty common response I see echoed in other comments as well, and that it's because we're poor, and that if we were rich, we'd be spending like whales too. And that's one of the biggest copes out there for whales, that if people had money like them, they'd be whaling too. Wrong.
To be fair, just to be fair, most people that never had money and get a large amount of it, just lose it. And I mean it in the nicest way I can. Because, as maybe you know or you don't, people who cannot, who didn't learn to actually handle money, a lot of money, or even a small amount of money, they cannot handle a bigger amount. So, does it have some kind of truth behind it? In my opinion, yes. If suddenly everyone got rich, well, most people just would go to the same exact downfall, would fall down to the same exact point where they were before, and they couldn't handle it. But is this a good argument for whaling? No, you're still an asshole for whaling. F off, heck off.
A lot of us out here have an IQ above room temp, so we aren't going to be spending thousands on pixels, even if we do have the money. And a lot of us do, we just spend it on things that actually matter. If you've made the mistake like I have of buying microtransactions in the past, it doesn't take long to realize it's just a temporary dopamine hit that almost immediately makes you feel buyer's remorse.
Yep.
So I don't know how some of these copers are out here spending 5 to 6 figures on just microtransactions. In fact, let's hear from one such fellow in the next comment who came out swinging like he's God's greatest keyboard.
I think you already explained it. It's purely because of the dopamine hit. If you get one, you need one more, and one more, and one more, and then you get the next one because you have something that the other person that didn't buy it doesn't have. Or most people don't have. It's like in Diablo Immortal. Literally, if you pay for it, after day one, you can go in the PvP arena and solo every single motherfucker you get in between you and your winning condition, except for the other way.
Lord Warrior. Cry about my $14,000 in COD mobile skins. It's not your...
Oh my god, 14k. Don't get me wrong, I know some people have a hobby, and if you invest in your hobby, be it gaming, be it something else, because I'm also investing a lot in games, but 14k? Mate, I'm about 15 years in this hobby. No, 15 years, I mean, since I'm an adult, I mean, it's basically basically 25 years in this. 14k in one game. Oh, that's really... Except like in Dota or on Steam, you can actually resell those, or if you get lucky, you can get some money out of it. Maybe then it's a bit different, but 14k, come on, man. Like, come on.
Money? You didn't earn it. If I want to look fresh, I'm not dumping 200 hours into a game just to get something slightly better looking than the default Slin. You can grind that all you like, because you have no job. I'm not going to tell you to get a job or education, because I'm not a need-do little crybaby. Okay, wait for it. It's about to get really good.
You fucking loser spent 14,000 in a fucking mobile skin in a few pixels. What the fuck?
How is my gun turning your dead body into a snowman, or green puddle of condensed scrub juice reducing your fun? You sound like you're mad that high IQ people have more money to spend. What a joke.
High IQ people, except they have a certain sickness in the head, don't spend that money on pixels. Yeah.
This is a prime example of a low IQ person not realizing that they are in fact not high IQ, because nobody with an IQ over 80 would leave this type of comment, but I digress. I have 14,000 search and destroy games and 7,000 battle royale games on my account. 201,000 cadles. If I was like you, I'd expect all that for free. Not even free, but on the dime of Activision for development and server costs. You're a leech. You get to play games I fund with Slim purchases for free. How about a touch of gratitude in your voice when you speak? God, dude. I mean, what do I even say to this? This man is Activision's favorite little soldier. Pure delusion.
As I said, I think the last point he made, that he pays for the basically production, let's call it that, is somewhat in a certain way true, but not in the way he said. Because yes, at the end of the day, if you have something free to play, somebody has to fund it, somebody has to pay for it. So I personally don't like the free to play model, because I would rather pay a monthly fee so everybody's on the same playing ground, as far as it gets. Let's just say it like that. But bro, you spent 14 fucking K in a game for pixels. Like, come on. You are disgustingly really dumb. You are disgustingly stupid. Nobody says anything if you buy a skin once in a while. Because let's be honest, sometimes, yeah, just do it. I mean, for fuck's sake, people that played for years Path of Exile, that's for free. If they buy like the big packages they offer sometimes, remember there are like t-shirts, some extra skins or something, that's fine. But until this day, it's not 14k. Or is it? I'm not sure about that, but it's definitively not 14k. Is it? I don't know. Maybe over a really high amount of years. Not like you in a mobile game for... Yeah, no.
Now, this is truly a very sad person, if you really stop and think about it, but you know what, guys? We need to show some gratitude to doormats like this, because he is funding our games with slings, after all. Now, this next...
And yeah, by the way, never show gratitude for people like that. Just say them that they suck and that's all. Just say them thank you for supporting the game, but you still suck.
guy, I don't think you guys are ready for this next guy. You got pretty creative.
Some dude who spends extra money on games totally smashed this guy's one and only girlfriend once, and this is the response. So much hate and anger, like he's the Adolf of what he called wallet gamers. I'm sure YouTube subs have never helped buy microtransactions for many other YouTubers ever. Maybe add some more rules. 1. Never subscribe to a channel if it's a gaming channel because the extra money might be too much of a temptation for them. And we have to keep the gamer race pure. This is what you sound like, kiddo. So I'm gonna call you a Nazi gamer. Gamers who think by overthinking and crying. It gives them a valid reason to act superior towards ... mobile gamers and free-to-play games ... Using 3 extreme examples to overgeneralize? Bit hysterical and dramatic and womanly, eh? Maybe that's why she left, mate. Cry and poop your pants all you want. Servers, updates, and new content all cost money. It's not...
This guy's fucking delusional. Oh my fucking god. Oh. You know, it... Okay, maybe I'm just saying, if you think you can say those things to a human being just because you spend money on a game, by the way, the developer won't ever touch your PP. This won't ever happen. Just like with those defense that only appear, you know what? They won't ever touch your PP. This isn't just... It's just not happening. And you basically spend your hard-earned money, no matter how much you make, for nothing. They don't give a shit about you. And if you fanboy like you do right now, they will just shit more on you. Because as I said once, and I will say it again, you basically wait this you okay, you actually eat the shit, someone else eats the shit for free, and then you're paying money so you can eat more shit. And be my guest, do it, But don't expect me to eat the shit, and just because you shit eater think you're superior. Like, fuck you.
Like the company's parents are paying for it while running it out of their basement. And not like you're complaining anytime you pay extra on OF or PH. Pay to FAP, in case you didn't know. Fact is, it's not your place or business what people do with their wallets. And it never will be. Noon cares if you are mad.
This
Yes, it's none of my business where you spend your money, except your fucking spending makes my life a bit shittier. Then it's my business. And because of your fucking wailing, it makes my life, the games that I want to play, shittier.
comment made my day, man.
Yep.
Holy shit, what a legendary comment. I think this one speaks for itself, really. But I'll respond to his accusations just for fun. For one thing, I'm happily married, and my wife isn't someone that would be swooning over a gaming whale in the first place. I have a job. I'm not a Nazi. I don't pay the FAP. And I don't poop my pants. So I'll go ahead and say that this good Christian man is a bit off base with his conclusions. Now, the money spent from this next whale had me gasping for the inhaler, and I'm not even asthmatic. So prepare yourselves. $356,000 on NBA 2K. Probably another $150,000 over the life of playing other video games. I'd just love to hear all the people complain and tell me I'm the...
What the fuck? Oh my... Why do I have a fucking soul in a conscience? I could make a pay-to-win game and earn this. Fuck.
The reason for other problems. Holy shit. Over $500,000 on microtransactions. And that's what he can name off the top of his head. The real number is probably much higher. His comment then goes on to say that he owns 2 homes and donates to charity and is a good member of society, and asks why should we care and villainize him. Now this dude is not representative of the majority at all of gamers, but as I've said in the past, games are being made for people like this in mind. And he even admits that a bit further down in the comment. I myself dislike the modern corporate gaming era, even if I get special treatment from them, free money in-game to keep me playing, asking me what I'd like to see changed in the game, etc. I don't agree with special treatment. I give away the free money, and some to other players. I decline any offers for my input to affect the gameplay.
Bullshit. You're still... This is... Acolytes, take this to heart. Fuck the words someone says, look at their actions. He says, oh, I don't do that, I don't make any transactional influences to game. You still pay them. How the fuck can you not like it but still pay for it? You're not a World of Warcraft player. Retail, by the way. Fuck.
The dude just casually admits that video game companies actually reach out to and get input from
he
whales.
supports that.
They give
With
them
money.
special treatment. And if this is to be believed, then this only further proves my theory that video games are being designed for whales from the ground up. They are at the forefront of the minds of the leaders at these game studios and publishers. Absolutely insane. The rest of his comment, he spends being triggered about being labeled an addict and is out of control, and that he's actually super smart because he made his millions, but I'll let you guys decide what to take away from this comment. I'm just blown away by the special treatment bit.
Yeah.
Now some whales are a bit more regretful, and have since changed their ways. I spent nearly 10k on World of Tanks. I learned, and when I played War Thunder, I only spent 1.2k. Which, by the way, buddy, you did not learn anything so far. If you go based off $1 per 1 hour of time spent, I did get my value, even exceeding it, but still I wouldn't do either again. I still play both for free now since there's no need to buy more. Was fun for me, but all over, shit that should have been in a base $60 game. Alright, so by the end of this guy's story, he seemed to have finally learned. So can we get a round of applause for this man learning? I contributed to this issue. I was addicted to this gacha game, Fate Grand Order. I've spent over $20,000 on that game. It was not worth it. I regret it a lot. All the other things I could have bought with that money. Now I'm happy I'm free to play with games that do have microtransactions. I might pay a few dollars here and there for some cosmetics, so in a way I'm still contributing to the problem. But I need to start speaking up to this. So lessons sort of learned, but still buying cosmetics. However, they are self-aware to it, so that's a start at least. As a person who has been a whale...
No, and as I said, and I have to be... Maybe he's a bit... as if it's a free-to-play game, not monthly pay, not once a buyable, if it's a totally free-to-play game, they actually have to somewhat get their systems running. And yes, if you, in this case, in my opinion, if you buy sometimes something for yourself, that's fine. But don't overdo it. That's always the thing.
In many mobile games, I can say that this video is entirely accurate. I was unfortunate enough to be introduced to this style of gaming at the age of 14, and would spend all of my Christmas and birthday money on BS in mobile games, instead of enjoying my childhood. One thing people don't talk about is the massive influence the industry has on turning children into mindless compulsive spenders with zero self-control. By the age of 20, I had dropped more than 30,000 on mobile games alone in my life. I was a pizza delivery boy who spent every extra cent I had on these games, and it was a crippling lifestyle that just continued to feed itself. Thank God I finally got out. And the top reply to that comment said, "Jesus, I'm a fucking drug addict. And when I was using speed, I wasn't even spending that much money. These games need to be regulated. Mobile games should not be able to financially ruin you more than drug addiction." Regulating these games and banning egregious monetization like this is something I'd really love to see. Get rid of free-to-play entirely, and if anything, live service games should just switch to subscription only, or an expansion model.
I agree with that 100%.
No microtransactions, period. I don't think that's what's going to happen. There's likely no turning back from where this industry is at this point, but that's what I really, truly hope to see. In-game monetization has been plaguing the industry for far too long. But now, for my favorite comments.
If you're broke, just say that. Broke boy complaining about pay to win, lol.
Jesus.
You legit just sound like the average salty broke guy, LMAO. If you're broke and don't have the extra cash flow, just say that. Don't bitch because people have it better off than you and don't have time to play weeks on end like a child. Broke boy bitching.
That's right, 3 new bosses to add.
Damn it, this is...
Have you ever wondered...
Yeah, so all in all, I think I'm pretty much almost on the same pattern as NovemberHotel. I mean, freaking good video. I'm gonna look more at it to relate to it, but god damn it, come on, mate. Like, those are the people that think, like, imagine being a loser that thinks exactly that they are something better than you just because they spend money in a game. It's like a drug addict that, oh my god, this is bullshit. This is sad, but this is the freaking way this is just the way it is right now. Everything went to shit, and let's be honest, it won't get better that quickly. And yes, as he said, mate, NovemberHotel. The thing you told at the end, I agreed totally with you. The most optimal thing would be just to ban the monetization on mobiles or any other game. Free to play, ban it, make it pay for a service, one-time pay or a monthly actually investment, so everybody's on the same on the same level. But right now it just won't happen. But as it is, my acolytes, good night.